The Softness in Surrender by Jenna Peffley. There's a softness in the final surrender to impending death from terminal illness. Sitting bedside with my Aunt Joni today, watching her drift in and out of a place we fear and fantasize about, the great unknown end. Witnessing her battle cancer the way she's been told she needs to fight it. Seeing her strength and her gentle calm through the entire journey. The moment she took me into Grandma's bedroom a few years back to show me her double mastectomy scars. The innate vulnerability that I never saw in this family growing up, naked, before me, allowing me to experience it all alongside her with love. Witnessing Uncle David by her side still after all these years, lovingly stroking her head, gently carrying her to the bathroom, waiting on her the way she always waited on him. It's powerful stuff. And the memories all come flooding back in. My childhood spent sleeping in sleeping bags, where there is now a hospital bed, with families sitting around in masks because we're in a pandemic. The times she lovingly made fun of me for taking too long in the bathroom, getting ready as a teenager, only to look the exact same as I went in. Her reminding us to quiet down when we were up all night talking as cousins. This woman, someone who always seemed infinite, strong, solid, the person who always asked all the questions. We used to think it was to gossip, but I now know it was because she always wanted to make sure everyone was doing okay. Laying in a bed, unable to speak clearly, frail, bald, eyes drifting, and filled now with the look that I know all too well from sitting bedside with my Grandpa Ted many years ago. Where has that time gone? And then my Grandma Winnie the year after. I know this look. The gentle surrender of finally giving in, knowing that there isn't much longer. The knowing and the unknown, all together. Her skin so soft as I help adjust her in her bed. The smell of weed wafting out of the garage, David's way of coping over the years. I want to remember this moment. Sitting next to my Grandma Ginny, watching her watch her daughter as she starts to leave this earth plane, questioning how she outlived another child, while worried about her husband at home, recovering from a broken neck at 93 years old, and bitching about his neck brace, as one does. Trying to come to terms with all of it and remain strong for everyone around her, as she always has. I want to remember looking at Joni, someone who I watched struggle with her weight her entire adult life, so thin, and thinking, how unfair that she never got to enjoy it when she finally got there, and how strange our battles with our bodies are, especially when they decide to fight back. Why can't we just love and accept ourselves and learn to take care of our bodies, not for how they look, but for how we feel on the inside? This woman, who I know as a second mother, she has been a second mother to us all, and there are so many of us, who we could always count on for anything. One of the most well-intentioned, selfless humans I've ever known, wanting so badly to live to be 82 like that psychic told her she would all those years ago, and knowing that she may only make it a few more days. Her body so full of pain, her lungs filled with fluid. What a gift to sit beside someone, to cry, to feel it all and know that they will have to take this journey alone, and that the only thing to do at this point is to do nothing. But in doing nothing and allowing the space for the transition, it's the best thing you can do. Tonight, I sit in deep gratitude for the gifts she has shared, allowing me to be present with her when we found out the cancer was back and had spread through her whole body, when she thought she had conquered it and her hair had finally grown back. To photograph her before she lost her hair again, to talk about superficial things and future plans and life and current events, when she knew her own future was limited just a few weeks ago. How love doesn't always look like we are told it should. And yet, it is so deep and so pure. How to be truly vulnerable. I sit in deep gratitude for her presence in my life and for allowing me to be present as she slips into wherever we all will eventually go, for paving the way into this next phase of loss I will embark on as family gets older, for the great reminder, in the midst of the most tumultuous year, of what really matters, and how what seems so important will eventually be completely insignificant. The big things will not remain big. Life is a funny thing. What a weird and beautiful and painful adventure in a time when our unique life experiences have surely divided us. We are all united by the two constants, birth and death, and by the great unknown beyond it all, regardless of our individual beliefs. It is in these moments it all starts to become clear. When I start to slip back into the division, may I become reminded of this moment, of this lesson, and trust that it is all for purpose, even when life is so painful that I can't comprehend what the purpose could be.